Ito kasi yung isa sa mga pinaka-paborito kong lugar dito sa apartment. My throne, kumbaga. Hindi ko alam kung pareho, kung katulad nyo ako, Clickers, ha? Pero pansin ko, sometimes the best moments or best time of the day or best places or best houseworks na kung saan pumapasok yung mga magagandang ideas is kapag, sa akin, tatlo. Una, kapag nag-shower ako, pag naliligo ako, ang daming mga magagandang ideas yung pumapasok sa isip ko na parang basta naiisip ko lang. Pero ang problema kasi nakakalimutan ko rin sila agad pagkatapos ng moment na yun. Pangalawa, kapag nagugas ako ng pinggan, ganyan. So, ganun din. Maraming mga ideas na pumapasok sa isip. And pangatlo is kapag nandito ako sa trono ko, dito sa CR, Clickers. Ito yung na-enjoy ko na ginagawa kapag wala akong ibang ginagawa. Pag hindi ako nanonood ng TV, pag hindi ako gumagawa ng video para sa inyo dito sa YouTube, ito yung ginagawa ko. Sana may influensyahan ko kayo kasi very nice na habit itong to. Nag-subscribe ako sa Quora. For those of you who don't know Quora is a website na kung saan marami kang matututunan dito. Depende kung anong depende kung anong field ka interesado. Okay? Ako kasi interesado ako sa mga about life, about how to deal with the people around you in the society, how to fit in a society that you currently belong to. Parang ganun. Meron akong share sa inyo dito, Clickers. Maganda kasi. Pinabasa ko kanina. Title is, what are some of cool psychological hacks? Okay, hacks. Alam niyo to, Clickers, is nung sinubukan ko siyang basahin, applicable rin siya sa workplace. For example, sa pagiging ALT, ganyan. Share ko sa inyo. Sabi dito, marami kasi Clickers eh. Allow me to read, no? If someone you're talking to is trying to avoid answering a question, just make a pause in the conversation while still looking into their eyes. They will feel uncomfortable and they will keep on talking. Maybe they will give you more details or tell the truth if they are lying. Thinking that your silence and your look are signs that you already know the truth. Parang ganyan. So, ganda, no? So, it's like the power of pause and silence. Okay, sometimes kasi talaga kahit sa school, napansin ko to, hindi kailangang salita ka ng salita. Sometimes you need to give more rooms, more space dun sa kausap mo na Japanese teacher. Hindi yung ikaw yung lagi nagsasalita. And then you will end up surprising yourself na, ang dami mo pala matututunan kapag you shut your mouth in a minute and then listen to what they've got to say. Okay? Meron din sila mga ideas na may share. Okay? So, pati applicable rin to sa mga tao na kausap ninyo everyday. Okay? Not all the time is kailangan ikaw yung mag-drive ng conversation. Sometimes you just have to keep yourself, your mouth shut and listen to what they've got to say, what they got to share. Alright? Yeah. Number 2. When you try to convince someone over something, make sure they're sitting and you are standing. This makes them believe you sooner. Effective to. Ginagawa ko rin to minsan sa co-teachers ko na Japanese. If I want to influence them over some plans dun sa lesson plan, I always make sure that they are seated. That way, they will feel that I'm more superior kasi nakatayo ako. Alam mo yung psychological kasi yun eh. May psychological effect yun na kapag yung tao is mababa, tapos tingtingala mo yung kausap mo, parang mas superior siya kaysa sa'yo. So you will end up agreeing to what the other person is telling you. Parang ganyan. So ganda yan. Number 3. Natutuwa ako nung nabasa ko to kasi medyo nakaka-relate ako. Number 3. People love being referred to by their names, and it will establish a sense of trust and friendship right away. For example, meron ditong simple conversation. Nice to meet you, Kabir. So, Kabir, how do you know Naina? And continue to repeat their name throughout the conversation. Very effective daw na you have to address the person with their name para makapag-establish ng sense of trust and friendship right away. Oo nga naman, no? Kasi kapag yung kausap mo is kinakausap ka na ginagamit yung pangalan mo, you feel like merong connection, di ba, sa inyong dalawa. Merong friendly atmosphere sa inyong dalawa kasi you address the person directly with their name, di ba? Say, ano sa palagay ninyo, Clickers? Do you feel more comfortable if the other person is talking to you, addressing you with your name, or with your first name, for example, kumpara dun sa kunwari, walang pangalan na binabanggit kapag kausap ka? Well, sa akin, I agree with this one. Number 4, never ask a man anything that begins with the words, could you? Could you is like a polite way of asking something. This way, he will think that this is a theoretical question. For example, never ask, could you call the neighbors? Because the answer yes will mean yes. Theoretically, I could. So rephrase your hidden request to please call the neighbor. Okay, sabi dito, Clickers, kapag merong mga kausap na lalaki, parang insult para sa kanila kapag you begin your sentence, your request, for example, with a very polite expression, could you please? Parang ganyan. Kasi, parang ang dating sa amin ng mga lalaki is, well, of course, I can do that. Di ba? Parang ganon. So, mas appropriate yung expression na, could you open this one? Could you do this for me? Sa mga babae. Okay? Pero kapag you're requesting something from someone, okay, a man, try not to use could you. Instead, you rephrase your request by saying, please call the neighbors. It's more assertive, di ba? Mas commanding, di ba? So, yun. Yun ang sabi dito. In a way, I agree also. Kasi bilang lalaki, kapag may nagtanong sa'yo na, could you please do this one? But of course, I can. That would be my first reaction, my initial reaction. Diba? But if the other person would ask me, please do this one, please do this one, parang directive, I feel like that person who is asking requests from me or asking me to do something, I feel like the other person trusts me and he believes in my ability, my capabilities. That's why he's not asking me about my opinion if I can do that thing, but instead he is like ordering me to do something because he knows that I can do the job. I can get the job done. Parang ganun, diba? So I like that idea. Okay, number 5. If someone is attracted to you, their eyes start blinking more than usual during a conversation with you. I'm not sure, but I'm not interested. Hindi ako interesado sa concept na yun. So, skip tayo. Number 6. If you want to build a relationship with someone, for example, at work, just ask this person to tell or explain something to you, even if you know the answer. This will improve their overall attitude towards you. Oh, parang related to dun sa number 1, Clickers, that if you want the other person or the people around you to feel more comfortable, you have to give them more time, more turns in speaking. That way, mas may involve sila sa conversation at saka mas mafe-feel nila na you are ready to listen to what they've got to say, diba? Kasi they do the more talking, diba? I like that idea. I hope that you're learning from this. It's really interesting. Number 7, you can find out if a person if a person is smiling for real or faking it by looking at their eyes. Wrinkles form near eye corners when the smile is genuine. Kapag daw nag-smile lang isang tao at merong nag-form ng mga wrinkles here, somewhere here, in the corners of the eyes, genuine daw yung smile. But if not, they're faking it. Is it true? Pag nanonood ako ng Family Feud, Si Ding Dong Dantes, kapag nag-smile siya, talagang nagre-wrinkle dito. Hindi naman siya mukhang matanda kapag nagre-wrinkle. Kasi we always associate wrinkles to old age, di ba? Pero, siguro talagang genuine lang na happy siya dun sa ginagawa niya kapag nag-hosting siya, di ba? Pero, kayo ba, kapag nakangiti kayo? So, kapag ngumiti kayo, clickers, do it this way. Di ba? Exaggerate. Para magmukhang wrinkle. Genuine yung smile, di ba? Number 8. When asking a question, nod slightly. Most likely, you will get an affirmative answer. Be careful. This trick is often used by employees of restaurants to make the clients buy more food. Okay, yes. If you're asking a question and you want a positive answer, like a confirmation of towards what you're asking, medyo tumango ka ng konti ang ibig sabihin nito. For example, gusto mo na bang kumain ngayon? Parang you somehow influence the person by your behavior, the way how you project yourself towards the person you're talking to, you're speaking with. Parang bigyan mo siya ng konting influence, di ba? Influential mo siya ng konti, di ba? Tama naman, no? If you're asking something, for example, tapusin na ba natin to ngayon? No, tapusin na natin to ngayon? Para wala na tayong gagawin. Ano kaya kung tapusin na natin to ngayon para wala na tayong gagawin bukas, no? Tapusin na natin? O, di ba? O kaya, for example, nag-enjoy ka ba? Meron ka ba natututunan sa mga sinishare ko na to? Nag-subscribe ka na ba? Subscribe ka na? Magsa-subscribe ka na ba? O, di ba? Di ba? No? Hindi ko alam kung effective. Pero I agree with the idea. Kung magsusubscribe ka man, bahala ka na doon, di ba? Di ba? Di ba? Bahala ka na kung magsusubscribe ka, di ba? Number 9. The life hack to make people do what you want them to do is to offer someone a choice instead of a command. For example, instead of saying drink your milk to a toddler, ask which mug would she or he like to drink milk from. This gives the person a sense of control, hence produces a high chance of better okay. I do this one also in my school's clickers. For example, if I'm asking my Japanese teacher what to do in our English class, instead of asking the Japanese teacher right on the spot his or her plan, kasi it may either embarrass them kasi hindi naman talaga sila ready all the time and they don't have the time to make plans for English classes, okay? So you may embarrass them. Number 2, they may not be able to give you the best plan that you could have for the day, di ba? Kapag tinanong mo sila right on the spot. So instead of asking them right on the spot if whatever plans they have for the English class, why not provide them 2 options, di ba? This way, they are only limited to 2 options at yung dalawang options na ibibigay mo is these are the best, 2 of the best options that you have in mind. So the good thing here is you limit them from the options that you want. And then, number 2, you can avoid embarrassing the person. And number 3 is, you can have a sense of control over the decision. Kasi dalawa nga lang yung pagpipilian, di ba? So, limited lang yung decision na pagpipilian nila. Di ba? Napakaganda ng idea na yan, di ba? So, instead of asking the person right on the spot, again, give them options to influence them. And also, to avoid embarrassing them. Maganda, di ba? For example, meron kang lesson for today, sabi ko nga kanina, tapos, okay, hi teacher, hi sensei, how are you today? So, today is we're now in unit 3, lesson 2. This is our goal. So, which between these 2 activities would you like to do in your class? 1, A or B? Di ba? So you give them options and then make them choose between these 2 options. na natulungan mo na sila na hindi ma-on the spot na mag-isip, na-control mo pa kung ano yung gusto mo mangyari sa klase, di ba? Ang ganda, di ba? Ang ganda ng idea niya. That's number 9, okay? Medyo bilisan natin kasi marami pa at konti na lang, 11% na lang yung battery natin, clickers, okay? And it's 16 minutes na, okay? Siguro, try natin to mga 18 minutes. Number 10, you can simply tell someone that they can't do something and they will try really hard to prove you wrong. Okay, yes. Ayoko. Skip tayo. If you mimic the body language of the person you're talking to, you can effectively build up trust with them by mirroring the way they speak and how they move. They will like you more because to them, it will look as if you are pretty good compatible. Yes, I do this one also in my school's clickers. Yung mga Japanese teachers kasi at first, they are afraid to speak because they think that their pronunciation is not good enough or they don't sound like you do when they speak English. That's one. But if you try to mimic or to behave the way how they behave, they will feel more comfortable, di ba? Ayun. So, kung gusto mong maging mas comfortable sila sa'yo, and para isipin rin nila na they're not acting weirdly or they're not acting awkwardly, is just to do it yourself as well, di ba? So, this way, mas mabibuild up mo yung relationship mo sa kanila. Okay? Hi, clickers! I'm Terry and I'm sharing videos about my life and work here in Japan. If you enjoyed watching this video, please click the like button, and if you haven't done so, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss another episode. Thanks a lot for watching.